Hey, what's up guys? Well, today's the day. I'm finally going to reveal and give you guys a tour of the fifth wheel that I live in. Ta-da! There it is. So a little bit of backstory about this trailer. It's a 1996 model, New Way, New Wa. Some people pronounce it New Wa, New Way. It's a 31 RKSE Select Edition. Overall length is about 32 feet long. I have been living in it now for 1 year. I bought it from some really good friends of mine that owned it for, my good friends Wayne and Vicky. They owned it, I don't know, for maybe about a year or two. And the owners before them bought it brand new and pretty much stored it on an RV lot in Yuma, and it really hadn't been taken out on the highway pretty much at all. It had been stored undercover, so the trailer's pretty much in pristine condition for being in 1996. It has, I've got 290 watts of solar on the roof. Got the panels tilted right now. This is December, so I'm trying to collect as much solar as I can from the sun. And it's, I still have my same truck I have. My truck's a 1997 Dodge Ram diesel two-wheel drive dually truck that I tow it with. So let's go out, let's start the tour. Okay, so I'm gonna do a walk around on the outside and just share and show and tell a few things. It has a Suburban 10-gallon hot water tank heater. Got the fresh water fill right there, the refrigerator vent. It's got an 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer combination. The trailer holds approximately 80 gallons of fresh water. It's got a lot of storage underneath, pass-through fifth wheel storage, which is really nice. A lot more room than I had when I had the truck camper for storage capacity. It's got the removable propane tanks that I can take them out, have them refilled. They're the larger capacity. So pretty much one of these cylinders was equivalent to the two that I had in the Northern Light truck camper. So I can be out for a long time with this amount of propane, and also the amount of water, the amount of water that I have, being able to have an 80 gallon of water, fresh water capacity. It's got, as far as awnings go, it has these were an add-on accessory. The original owners had put awnings on over the windows. I also have their snap-on screens, window covers that go over the windows to kind of protect from even more sun. I've also have some skirting that goes around this area of the trailer. Plenty of room underneath here for stowing a generator, just any extra, this is kind of the garage area of the fifth wheel where I store a lot of those items. Get a little better picture of what the shade covers look like. It has two 6-volt Trojan T105 batteries wired in series, so total of about 225 amp hours or so in the battery compartment here. So when I want to check the water level, pretty simple. I just slide the batteries out and pop the caps off, check the water levels once a month or so. It's got a battery disconnect switch right here. Again, lots of pass-through storage space in the bay area. Lots of storage in here. It does have a holding tank flush. Slide all the way out. It does have the 8-lug axles. I think those are probably 5,500 pound axles, which is good. It's got a real nice heavy-duty slide-out unit on it with heavy-duty construction, steel construction, rails. The tank capacities, it does have 2 separate individual gray tanks and 1 black tank, of course. It's got a gray tank for the shower and the bathroom, and then a gray tank for the kitchen sink. It's just got the screw down jacks to stabilize the rear of the trailer, and I have a cordless impact gun that I use to raise and lower those. There's the shore power cord. This looks like a phone jack from the 1990s. That's pretty much those are pretty much a dinosaur now, non-existent. Nobody uses those. And the freshwater city water connection. So I think we can take a look inside. It has ducted air conditioning, air conditioner there, and it's ducted through the ceiling, which is really, really nice. The air conditioning blows very cold. I had this down in Yuma in September, and we used it for a solid month in 100-degree temperatures, and surprisingly the trailer stayed very cold, so I was very impressed with the cooling. It's got really nice solid wood construction cabinets. You know, everything is solid wood, which is nice. I would say that back in the 90s, this was probably considered a upper to higher end fifth wheel trailer. I know that in the full-timing RV community, the new way trailers they're highly sought after. I think especially in this era, they were made very well. I think they were made well, not just stitched together with, you know, a bunch of staples and a lot of lightweight materials that they use in today's manufacturing process. I know I've looked at a lot of newer trailers, and there's no way that the newer ones match up to the quality and the build quality of this 90s model trailer. Some of you might be wondering the weight. The dry weight of this trailer is 10,120 pounds, so definitely not a lightweight trailer. Kind of speaking on weights, I know some of the research I've done, like with some of the newer trailers, I mean, I've seen some trailers that are weigh, depending on the length, some of them are 7,500, 8,000 pounds, but they're not like super huge difference with weight in comparison to some of the older trailers, is what I found. This trailer has wood construction. It doesn't have aluminum subframe, I should say. This has a steel frame on it, not aluminum. And a lot of the newer trailers have the aluminum frame, which some will debate that they're certainly lighter as far as construction goes. You know, it can be debated between the steel and the aluminum. It's got the double sink. Again, lots of storage above for for pots and pans. A lot of storage. I mean, this trailer is basically a mobile home on wheels, or a studio apartment on wheels. It's got a 4-burner stove with an oven, and again the 8 cubic foot freezer refrigerator. The dump tank switches. These are totally inaccurate. None of them really register, other than the fresh water and the battery condition. Linoleum floor. It's got a nice table that I actually really like. This table, the table and the couch combination, I find for comfort, it's perfect. You know, the couch, I spend a lot of time, you know, I'll be working on the couch, and then it's nice to have a table to, you know, to sit down to. And I find I just find it to be a very comfortable combination. This was added on this piece of furniture here. Wayne had installed that for extra storage. Just panning around and just talking about the various things. This couch does fold out. It's a fold out couch. The lighting is very good in here. We've got some 12-volt light here. That's all, you know, running off of 12 volts. These are just fluorescent lights. I did change out all of the bulbs to LED. It's got great lighting throughout. It's got a nice, fantastic fan. This sucks in and also sucks out, exhausts out. This is my heater that I'm using. It's a Wave 8 catalytic safety heater. 8 standing for, I believe, 8,000 BTUs. I'll also post a link in the description for this. And I've just got it connected to a portable cylinder propane tank. And this is my Handheld B truck fridge, 51, that I'm not using at the moment, but I may connect it and just run it off of the solar. That's a terrific refrigerator. If you're in the market for one, I highly recommend it. It keeps food very, very cold. It's got a beautiful mirror here. This is a custom New Way. Says New Way on it. This would be kind of the entertainment center. A lot of storage up here. Again, you know, this is like a small home. I just have a printer, and as far as some of my electrical devices that I have, this is my solar controller. I've just got a Blue Sky PWM charge controller, and it works terrific. It's a very simple setup, but it works very good. I did install a couple of outlets, 12-volt outlets. I installed one here, and I installed another one over here that I'll have a link in the description for this 12-volt receptacle also, if you're interested. This one here I use it's dedicated for my Wii booster, cellular booster. And this 12-volt mount, you don't have to, all you do is just screw it to a wall. It's a wall mount. I believe it's made for a marine application, but it works great. I'll put a link in the description. And then I'm using the AT&T Mobility device, and I just rest it right on top of my cellular booster to get optimum cellular coverage, and it works great. So this is the charging station. I also have this small little power inverter that I use for charging my vacuum that I have. I use one of these Dyson vacuums. I highly recommend it. It's a V6 trigger vacuum. It comes with a few different attachments. One is for carpeting, and it has a few other different attachments for different vacuuming. I highly recommend it. I paid $150 for it, and it's just a great all-around vacuum that really, really works incredible. I think that's about all I can share down here on the lower floor. Why don't we take a tour upstairs, and I'll show you what the upstairs looks like. Oh, I forgot to mention, it also has a classic 90s tape deck and AM/FM CD radio. So, going back to the 90s. This trailer is, like I said, it's a 96 model year. That's the year I graduated from high school, so it's kind of like a little retro for me and my generation here. Okay, so why don't we take a step upstairs and show you what it's like up here. Again, we have all replaced and put LED light bulbs. They work fantastic and they consume the least amount of energy possible. It's got a great vanity here, vanity sink, medicine cabinet, huge medicine cabinet for just about everything you could think of. It's got the typical fifth wheel door that slides, and I keep that closed usually at night, and that keeps it a little bit warmer here upstairs, and especially if we're running a heater, a small radiant heater up here. It'll keep it even more warmer. This is a nice feature. I don't know if this was something that was installed in the trailer originally, but I use it all the time. It's a mirror, and it has it zigzags, it swivels out, extends out, and it slides up and down. One side is a magnifying glass and the other is a mirror. I use it when I'm shaving, and it just works. It works great. So again, lots and lots of storage cabinets, shelves and drawers for things. This is the bathroom. It's a small bathroom. It's got a ceramic toilet. I just keep toilet paper and things up here. Got the fan. It's a little bit short for me. I have to duck my head going in underneath here, and it's a little bit cramped for me. That's kind of one complaint I have with this particular layout. But the nice part about this particular layout is I can stand up above. I can stand up in the sink area and be comfortable standing up here, and then the ceiling starts to slowly taper off as I go that way, which is fine. You know, in all fifth wheels, that's kind of the way it is. So we have the clothing cabinets. Just again, a huge amount of storage in here for wardrobe cabinets. Wardrobe cabinet. Again, lots of drawers underneath. It's a really I'm very pleased with the layout of this trailer. I really like it. And more storage over here. Okay, moving on to the best part. The best part is the shower. Now, this is something that I did not have the full luxury of when I had the truck camper. So when the truck camper, taking a shower inside the truck camper for me, because I'm just such a tall person, tall guy, it was not comfortable at all. Well, this is, you know, pretty nice. I can take a full body shower in here. I do have to stoop down a little bit in here. I can't actually stand up, you know, and stand with my head up in this through the vent. I'm 6'6" tall, but this is a really comfortable shower. You know, you could sit down there and wash your hair if you wanted to, you know, conserve a little bit amount of water. But the shower in here is nice. I have no complaints. The water gets very hot. With the 10-gallon hot water tank here, I have never run out of hot water. It's really hot. So no complaints. It's a very nice shower. This is a fiberglass, you know, a real, well, yeah, it is fiberglass. And a lot of these new trailers, I have not seen this type of a shower unit in even some of the higher end newer fifth wheels today. So this is a very nice feature, you know, of this trailer. The shower in here, and it cleans up very nice. I use a squeegee when I finish taking a shower to dry it out as much as possible, and then I use one of these. It's a baby diaper cloth that work really good to you know, just dry everything up, and then you don't have any water spots. So just some little bit of tips there for you guys out there that work well for me. Okay, so the bed, it's a 60 by 80 queen, very comfortable bed. This is another nice thing that I also didn't have in the truck camper. I mean, I can literally walk comfortably around the bed, you know, your typical fifth wheel, and get around and make the bed and actually, you know, kind of have, you know, be really comfortable. So the bed is nice, and just more wardrobe storage in here, up here, and then also on the other side, just a lot of storage in here. So for two people, this was was great for two people. You know, one person, you can live like a king in here. These are some interesting things that Wayne had put their little shelves. You could put stuff up here and they collapse down like that. So that was something that was added on. It has a fantastic vent fan above here, which is great. There is no slide out in the upstairs on this trailer, which I like. I don't really care for the slide outs. I really like this layout of the bed arrangement and the way it is in this trailer. I really like it. It does have a privacy wall, privacy curtain here. So a lot of people ask me, so now that you've had a fifth wheel, now that you're living in a fifth wheel and you previously lived in a truck camper, you know, what's the differences? How do you like the different what is different about them? What do you like? What do you don't like? Honestly, I mean, when you move up to a fifth wheel, you get a lot more comfort, and I know that that's one of the reasons that I have had thoughts about getting something smaller again, like a truck camper, but I would be giving up a lot more comfort. So the comfort is definitely the biggest thing, and then of course, you know, the amount of storage capacity that you have. But me being a taller person, having a rig that I can walk around in comfortably and not bang my head on anything. I mean, I can walk underneath this ceiling fan and not hit my head on. I don't hit my head on anything in this trailer, so it's a really nice thing. And I don't have a feeling of being cramped. Another thing I like about the fifth wheel is just when the weather is really lousy outside, whether it be windy, it's raining, this is like being in a home, and it's really comfortable. I just turn, you know, this heater on, and it's super comfortable. I can just sit in here and read and do whatever, work on the computer, and it's really comfortable. So, you know, that plays a big part into the decision, I think, especially, you know, as a full-timer. And then, you know, the other, I guess the not so great things about having a fifth wheel is, you know, the cost of fuel is certainly a little bit more. I get a few gallons less per gallon. I'm probably getting somewhere between 10 to 12 miles per gallon. Depending on how heavy, you know, that I have this trailer loaded. So, but it tows great, it goes down the road great, and it's really nice because of the fifth wheel, you know, getting in and out of gas stations. It's a breeze. It's nice to have the fifth wheel attachment, so I'm really happy in that regard. And then also being able to disconnect the trailer easily from the truck and take off and go run errands and go shopping and everything. So that was something I couldn't do with the truck camper. So there's a give and a take with everything. The bad part is I can't take this into all of the places that I could when I had a truck camper, obviously. With this trailer, it's got great ground clearance on it. So I can drive it through the washes and not, you know, I can get to where, you know, a lot of places that I want to go. So I'm a little bit limited, but not as much as you would think. So if you don't mind dragging a heavy trailer behind you and you like a lot of comfort, you know, this is a nice thing. And then with the amount of capacities, water capacity, propane capacity, I can be out in the desert for a month if I conserve my resources good. So, you know, that's also a nice thing too. I don't have to run into town all the time. So one other dislike I have about this trailer, and this really goes for any trailers that have slide outs, is that when the slide is all the way in, I cannot access these cabinets here where I keep, you know, the bulk of my food in, and I also can't access these cabinets over here. So the slide does come all the way It comes all the way in, so you don't have, I can't access those areas there. But honestly, like I said, I'm really been happy with the overall floor plan of this trailer. So if you're in the market for a fifth wheel, this may be a unit, a model that you know, you could look at on the market. It's a 31RK SE is the model. Other than that, I think that that's going to wrap up this tour. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you have questions, please comment below. Let me know, you know, what rig do you like? Is it a truck camper? Is it a travel trailer? Is it a fifth wheel? Oh, that could actually turn up, that could really become into a big discussion. But yeah, there is no perfect rig. They all have their advantages and disadvantages, and but I think it comes back to the comfort. And do you want lots of comfort? Well, then you're going to give some things up. If you want just like lots of more freedom and simplicity, you know, such as a van, for example, then you know, then you're going to give up some comfort. So they all have their you know, they all have their great things. But this trailer here, I think is definitely a great choice for somebody who doesn't want to move it around a whole lot, and maybe you want to park it up, you want to set it up somewhere, and you know, and live there. This is the great setup. But for somebody who wants to be more mobile and move around a little bit more, you might kind of want to consider, you know, vans and truck campers and smaller trailers for that. So that's all I got to add. If you guys like the video, the best way that you can support this channel is just give it a thumbs up and share the video. So you guys have an awesome day, and we'll talk more. We'll talk later. See ya. Bye-bye.